Hello and welcome to another episode of eScoot Talks. In last episode we were talking about scooter tires and I was showing you Xiaomi tires that were handling pretty well for over 3000 kilometers without a puncture. Now this episode actually wasn't planned to be released now. I actually had a different plan, but okay, that episode is gonna come next week. It just came out suddenly. I was actually doing my repairs last week and came across one really interesting case. Now I'm gonna just move my camera and show you one pretty interesting tire. Now you can pause the video for a second and let me know in the comments down below what do you think, how long was this tire on the scooter. Okay, and I am gonna reveal that actually pretty soon. Okay, I'm gonna turn the tire sideways and you can see here actually a wire sticking out. Okay, and you can also see here rubber dust, damaged rubber that came out of this tire. I also have a inner tube here. Inner tube was actually absolutely destroyed. And let me get back to the studio. Yeah. So did you try and guess? What do you think? Was this a user error or it was supposed to be fixed by a seller or whatever? So okay, I'm actually slowly revealing things. Just a moment. This scooter was actually only 1 day old. And customer bought a scooter and got a puncture next day. Now I can understand that it's pretty difficult to give anyone warranty on a puncture because you never know when that person can run over a glass or a nail or something like that, you know. But my personal opinion is that you should still provide limited 24 or 48 hour warranty, because even me doing repairs for 5 years and fixing lots of punctures, I'm not gonna say that I never did a mistake. Okay, it did happen a couple of times that I got a call back because the person got the puncture immediately next day, and in some cases customer just wasn't lucky, but in some cases it ended up that I actually did a mistake in my early stages when I didn't have the proper tools, and I actually made a slow puncture on an inner tube and needed to replace it again. Now this scenario is, so the customer bought a scooter, and if that scooter was bought on some online web shop with a drop shipping, then it would be partly user error, because you did get a manual. In manual, if it says in manual to do a zero check on a scooter, so to inflate tires, check brakes and all those things, then it is a user error. But if that doesn't say in the manual, even that it should on every single scooter, and if it was bought locally, then it would be a seller's fault, because local sellers of course are going to charge you more, because they why would they do a business if they can't make money out of it? Of course there is no point of doing that. But there should be some particular level of service provided to customers. So they should do a zero check, they should do a pre-sale check, call it whichever way you want, and check tire pressure. That's like number one. Check brakes, especially if there are hydraulic brakes, and check all the bolts and nuts on the scooter so that something didn't came loose from the factory or whatever. That's what professional seller should do. So if something like that is not done, then I wouldn't consider that shop being professional at all. Now, okay, it's not that all of us know everything about scooters. Lots of companies jump on that just mainly because of it's a new market. It's a really nice and profitable market, and there is no education, there is no place to learn about those things. That's why I actually like to do those videos. I know that there are some shops that are following me, And if they're gonna learn how to improve their service from this video, I'm super happy. If you're gonna learn how to avoid these stupid repairs, like, this is something that shouldn't happen. Okay, this is literally stupid repair and not needed expense on top of buying a scooter. And since that customer actually bought a scooter, but it also selected an optional waterproofing improvement, sorry, then that shop should have definitely, do a zero check. And like, okay, just since I'm talking about waterproofing, I know the prices that they're charging for those things, and I've seen some of those jobs, and guys, those scooters are still not waterproof because the job was not done properly. Because if it was done properly, that takes lots of time, and well, technically you can never guarantee that that scooter can go through that it's properly waterproof. Okay, so I kind of think that it's just partly waste of money, and it's definitely wrongly advertised. It can definitely not waterproofing. Okay, waterproofing and water resistance are two totally different terms. Okay, and don't mix them together, same as don't mix tubeless and solid tires that I already mentioned in some of my other videos. Anyways, this was supposed to be done in a warranty because there are two reasons for a puncture. One is too low tire pressure, and another thing is actually that wire that sticks out. Because even that the customer was riding on a flat tire once he got a flat tire, I've seen lots of cases of people running on a flat, and I've never seen someone who did run on a flat tire for just a couple of kilometers to get that wire sticking out so much. So I'm suspecting that maybe tire that was fitted on just was faulty. They're all mass produced, and mistakes do happen, especially with mass produced goods. So definitely, yeah, this was a seller's error, if you ask my opinion. So to avoid that, guys, check your scooters before you go out for a spin. Check tires, especially check hydraulic brakes. My Wolf King GT came with totally faulty rear brake that needed to be bled. So definitely check that. Overall, be careful where you're buying your scooters. I hope you like this episode. I don't want to keep you too long, but at the same time, I don't want to forget to tell you something. So then I need to make a new video or whatever. So apologies if you consider this episode just waste of your time or sharing too much info for no reason. If you like the video, please hit that like. If you have any questions or suggestions for some other videos, leave them in the comments down below. If you want to see more educational content like this, subscribe. Or if you think it's going to be useful to someone else, share it. And while I'm when it comes to this case, I'll be honest, part of me is really annoyed that someone needed to pay for a puncture repair that wasn't his fault. But at the same time, I'm actually partly glad and happy that I got the chance to do that repair, so I can take that tire and make this video to help you or to help someone else who's just establishing electric scooter business, so that they can improve their services. So yeah, that's gonna be all for this episode, guys. If you want, you can also, if you like this work and you want to support me, there's a link in this description, and there's going to be a QR code here somewhere for my Buy Me a Coffee page. You can support me there. It really, every subscription and every comment and every view and share, all those things really help me out. Long term, I want to focus more on making videos like this, and so that means that I need to cut my hours off doing repairs on the road, of course. So yeah, that's all, guys. Till next time, please stay safe out there and respect other road users. Bye bye.